Hey guys, it's Hailey, and today's video is going to be products that I don't like that other people love. And a few disclaimers. One, the reason I sound like this right now is because I went to emo night last night. I was screaming all night, so that's why I sound like this. But that's okay, we're gonna film anyway. Second disclaimer, just because I don't like these products doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad. That just means they didn't work for me. Everyone's got different skin, everyone likes different things, everyone has different preferences. So, you know, if you love these, then feel free to love them and continue using them. They just didn't work for me for whatever reason. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this. Also, just because I don't like the product doesn't mean I don't like the brand. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, people don't talk about this as much anymore because of Tarte Shape Tape, but the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers used to be like the thing, and I don't like these. These don't look good under my eyes at all. I don't think they're very creamy. They look very dry, and they just don't really work for me. I do use this small one sometimes. It's because it's in like a shade that like matches my skin tone and isn't like a lighter shade than my skin tone. But this is a shade Custard. Sometimes I'll use this to like actually conceal things, and I think it does okay for that, like actual like pimples and stuff, but I don't think this looks good under the eyes, and I don't hardly ever reach for these because now that I have Tarte Shape Tape, I'll just use that for my blemishes. So I mean, these just aren't for me. Now this one, I feel like may offend some people, but this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I grabbed this up because everyone says it was a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara, and I love the Better Than Sex mascara. It's my favorite. This is not the same. Like, the formula is the thing that I can't handle. It's a really, really, really wet formula, and I've left it like open so it would dry out, but do you see it's still like, do you hear that? Ugh! I can't handle it. It's so wet, and whenever you pull it out, like on the top, there's so much just like gunk, and like you can see, you can't see, but like around the top, there's just so much like, I can't handle how wet it is, and it goes on your eyes just as wet. And like, wet formulas are not my thing. I like dry formulas because these like get everywhere. I get so messy, and like the thing is like I don't even like the way it looks on my lashes, because whenever I put it on and I try to like build it up, it just gets clumpy really easily, and I just don't think it looks good. This is not for me. I don't like this. I know so many people do, but it's not for me. It's no good in my opinion. I don't like it. But that could obviously be a preference with like the formula. Like, I don't like wet formulas, so that is going to my mother. Next is, this is something that like not a lot of people talk about this, but the people who do talk about it really love it. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I got this because Kathleen Lights raved about it. And it looks like this, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be a beautiful like contour shade and a beautiful highlight. And I don't really like these. I will use the highlight sometimes. It's just very, very subtle. Like, if I were to swatch this on my hand, you can kind of see it, but whenever you put it on your face, it's different because, you know, when you finger swatch something, it's always more intense. And then the bronzer I thought I would love, but honestly, it kind of looks more like it's shimmery kind of. But like, can you even see it on my hand? Like, it's just very light, and I'm very pale, and it just doesn't really show up on me very well. So I don't know. I would not repurchase this. Honestly, I would probably declutter it. but I do use this sometimes, and I spent so much money on it that I want to keep it, and the packaging's beautiful, and like Kathleen Lights loves this, and like good for her, you know what I mean? But like this is just didn't work for me, and I'm surprised because, you know, Kathleen Lights is fair skinned as well, and you know, if this would show up on her, you'd think it'd show up on me, but I don't know, it's just like not my thing. I don't love this, and I have highlighters that I think are way better, so whatever. Next, I feel really bad about talking about this, and I think I made a video on this product, and I don't remember what I said in it, but the more I used this, the more I disliked it. And I really hate that I'm even mentioning this because it is a YouTuber collab, and I love the YouTubers involved. And it's the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter in Eclipse with Manny. And I love Manny so much, like, but this highlighter is just not for me. I don't know if I got a bad one because honestly, this is very dry. And I don't know if like, this is the only Jeffree Star highlighter that I have, so I can't compare it to see if like the other ones are dry as well. But this has no creaminess to it. And it's like, and it's been like this since I've got it. Like it's very dry, and you know, it's very like chunky. It's not like a nice sheen. Like on the hand, like it looks nice, but whenever you put it on the face, or at least for me, it's very chunky, and like it emphasizes like texture, and I just don't think it's like my favorite highlighter. But let me tell you, the shade is so beautiful, and I love Manny, but for me this highlighter just doesn't work. And I may have got a bad one, like I said, because it is dry, but I contacted the Jeffree Star like support like company or whatever to see if I could return it, and they wouldn't let me, so I'm kind of stuck with it. And you know, I wish I liked it because it's such a huge pan. It's so beautiful. I love Manny, and I don't know, it's just not mine. I like, I guess, highlighters that are more smooth, and this one just isn't as smooth. So yeah, this is one I'm actually really curious on. So if you have this and you really like it, let me know. Is yours like dry, or I don't know. I want to like this a lot because the shade's really pretty. It's just this formula, I guess, is just not for me. This next one, I've tried this so many times, wanting to love it because everyone else in the world loves it. But this is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. So I've tried many like samples of this in different shades. And then like I have this little sample that I got in a Sephora play. Every time I try this, it's not good. Like, it doesn't have like hardly any coverage, I feel like, and you know, I don't need full coverage. I like a medium coverage, but this is like nothing. And like it's supposed to be like good for like film and like pictures, but I just don't think it like looks better than any other foundation. I feel like my other foundations look better on camera and stuff, and like this is not for me. I don't think it looks good, and it sits on top of my skin rather than like kind of blends with my face. I don't know, that sounds weird, but this is just not for me. I do like the stick foundation much better, has more coverage. This one is just no good, like in my opinion, but I know so many people love it. But I feel like no matter how much I build it up, like it could have more coverage. Like it's not very buildable, and I have just foundations that I like way better than this. Next, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Powder. Now this confuses me because if you look at it, it's split. So the pan is split. On the top of it, it's like a shimmery one, and then on the bottom, it's like more of like a powder. I'll zoom, like focus this so you can see that. But right here, it's way more shimmery than up here. So I wasn't sure if this was supposed to be like an all-over face powder or if it's supposed to be like a highlighter, because it's called a Demi Glow Finish Longwear Powder. And when you read the directions, it says apply all over for a subtle glow, then build by highlighting. So whenever I got this, I thought maybe it was going to be like the Hourglass ones, But no, it sits on top of your skin, and like even if I spray my face down with like a setting spray, it still like sits on top of my skin. And you know, when you mix it, like I'll show you, like it's weird. It's not something that you would put all over your face because it's, you can see like the shimmer, like it's weird. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell because it's kind of clear, but it's just, this is a no-go for me. I'm confused about it. I don't like it. It doesn't, like even if I wanted to set my face with it, it just kind of sits on top of the skin. It's not for me. I don't like this. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, this is the NARS Loaded eyeshadow palette, and I was so excited for this. It's got the most beautiful shades. Look at these. They're so stunning. But my problem with this is I was so excited because I thought like the colors, it was such a full range. You've got a deep black, you've got a matte highlight, you've got a shimmer one, you've got all the mid-tones. But here's the thing. When I put this on my eyes, the colors don't like stand alone as colors. They muddy together. And for the other problem I have is the two, there are more than two shimmers, but the two shimmers I would use on my lid, like these two, are not like the flattering colors that I would want to use on my lid. Like the undertones are weird. It's just not like for me. I don't know. Like for example, like I think most of these colors look very warm. Then when you get to this shimmer, it's very like, it's much more cool toned. And I don't know. I don't know. Like I wanted to love this palette so much. I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying, and it's beautiful. Like look at it. It's so beautiful. But I just can't get it to look good on my eyes, and I don't know, and I just wanted to love it, and I spent so much money on it, but I just can't. I try so hard, but I can't love it. It's just not. I tried. Okay guys, so those are all of the products that I'm talking about today that I don't like, and the things that people really do like. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.